Hello everybody, welcome back to another Weather Central forecast. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Now before we do start this video, I do want to thank you guys for 100 subscribers, as well as my last 3 videos have gotten all over 1,000 views, and I couldn't thank you guys more than enough for that. It really does mean a lot to me to see that support on my videos. So before we get into this video, guys, I do want to let you guys know I will be making an update on this tomorrow as well with my official totals for these areas right here. That will be in my forecast tomorrow. So we're still going to be covering that cross-country snowstorm. It strengthened just a little bit overnight, not necessarily on that first wave of system. The first wave might dump about 4 to 8 inches of snow for this area, but the main concern is a secondary system that tracks this way, and that could dump over a foot of snow in some of these areas. So it'll be something that we do have to monitor very, very closely. There will be likely changes made to this forecast as this system makes landfall. So definitely stay up to date with the latest forecasts. So looking at our National Weather Service warnings and advisories, we do see a good amount of winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings for parts of the Pacific Northwest. This is where we're going to be seeing some very heavy snow accumulation possible. Definitely something interesting there. We have wind chill advisories extending as far south into Texas and southern Missouri, which you never really see too often. We have some wind chill warnings for the extreme north, even dipping down into South Dakota. We have some isolated winter weather advisories. This will be that system that is occurring this weekend that will meet up with some ice and create some snow and ice for the Northeast, but minor accumulation, maybe anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of snow. Here we are starting to get our winter storm watches for this cross-country snowstorm. So we are still we're getting closer to the event now that the warnings or that the watches have been issued. I expect anywhere. Wait just a second. I expect in the next day areas in this region right here to get some winter storm warnings. I definitely think that will happen, or winter storm watches. And then as we get closer to this event, I expect those to be upgraded to a winter storm warning. We have some dense fog advisories down in the southeast. Definitely be careful if you guys are driving out this morning. We have some winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories for part of the mid-Atlantic. Definitely look at your guys' National Weather Service location if you guys want the most up-to-date forecast on these systems, as they will have more accurate information than I will. So let's go ahead and look at our first model here. We're going to be looking at the European to start off with. So let's go to precipitation type, and we'll hop into this. Okay, so as we start off, let me move this back. Okay, there we go. So we have our system about 36 hours out from now make landfall as a 991 millibar low air pressure system, which is very, very deep, very, very strong. We have our, let me move this back. So we have our 1044 Arctic high that will be making its way down into the United States with very, very cold temperatures. And that will be, supplying the cold air for this snow. We will see anywhere from 15 to 1 to 20 to 1 snow to liquid ratios. So maybe anything that you would see normally as 1 inch of snow would be falling as 2 inches. So that is pretty interesting as well, because we do have this Arctic high that's going to be moving in. So, okay, that's getting annoying. So as of around 60 hours from now, we can see snow moving its way as far east into parts of western Missouri. We have a good amount of moderate snow in parts of western Kansas, as well as for parts of northern Oklahoma. These are some of the areas where those winter storm warnings are issued, and like I said, I expect those to be extended as well in the next coming days. So we see our first wave moving through here. It'll be the most substantial snow part for Texas, but the most substantial part for the Ozarks into parts of Arkansas will be the secondary system that will dump a lot of snow, given that Kuchera snow ratio of 20 to 1. So you can see our secondary system might dump a little bit of snow for eastern Texas. Looks to be some very heavy snow. As it moves its way up, you can see some heavy snow for parts of Arkansas into parts of Missouri. And I expect that to be the trend for most of that Tuesday day. And then we have just a little bit of flurries on the back end of the system. We have some flurries on the back end of the system, possibly joining up with this system and just adding just a little bit more snow. That does look to be more eastward, though, of what has been happening. Nashville could get on some moderate to maybe heavy at times snow. But overall, doesn't look to be anything crazy worth putting out a winter storm watch for. So we'll go ahead and look at the total accumulated snowfall. This will be the 10-to-1 ratio, so it's not very accurate. But like I said, this model is almost like the worst case scenario in my opinion, because this amounts, first of all, I feel like the European is underestimating it. And second of all, there will be a lot more snow in these areas given the Kuchera 20-to-1 snow to liquid ratio. So we can see anywhere from 8+ inches in the pinks, anywhere from 5 or 6+ inches in like the lighter blue. And as you get to the darker blue, you get down to 3 inches of snow. But overall, for the European, for them having this widespread heavy snow is a good sign, because usually, like I said, the European underestimates some stuff. So we're going to look at the GFS. This is the 6Z model. So it is an hour too old, so it's pretty accurate. We see about 33 hours from now, our system has officially made landfall, with our low air pressure system still off on the coast over here. But all of the snow has basically made landfall, which we will be able to sample the upper air for this system and know the exact track for the United States. So we can see around 50-ish hours out, we already have some snow extending all the way into eastern Missouri, into the St. Louis area. And you can see just very heavy snow for parts of Dallas, Fort Worth, Harrison, Arkansas, extending all the way up to maybe Springfield, Missouri, into parts of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Wichita already looks to be out of this system. For the meantime, you guys might see a wraparound though, and I expect that to happen right there. You guys might see a little bit of wraparound snow showers. And then we have our secondary system that moves its way. Wichita will see some light snow out of that. But the main concern for the secondary system is areas throughout here, as this will be where the heaviest snow will be falling. We also might have a little bit of an ice storm on our hands. If this ice does get more widespread, I expect some ice warnings to be issued. But other than that, probably winter weather advisories will be issued for these areas. But then maybe as we make our way into the Northeast, we could possibly have an ice storm on our hands. But this does look to be more of a main snow event to start out, and then change to ice to rain for that area. So we'll look at total snowfall here. You can see throughout these two systems here, we're looking at over 20 inches of snow in this area, which is going to be very impactful, especially for the Ozarks and parts of Arkansas, Oklahoma, and extreme northern Texas. I know nobody has received this amount of snow in quite some time. So with that being said, this will be a very impactful storm. I expect winter storm warnings to be issued maybe by tomorrow. Honestly, tomorrow noonish, I expect some winter storm warnings to be issued for these areas. It might be just a little bit later, because it's just whenever they decide to issue it. But given that this is pretty consistent, the models have been pretty consistent with placement, I expect once this makes landfall for them to have official amounts out and be able to get that out to you guys. So without that out of the way, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends, as this will help my video get out to as many of you guys as possible. If you guys have any questions about snowfall totals, leave them down in the comments and I will try to answer them within 1 to 2 hours. Usually I'll answer them quickly, but I just want to give myself some time just in case I'm doing something. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next forecast.